Fulani bandits, we are everywhere and ready. We only need order from Gani Adams. OPC Warriors declares. Hello, my people. In case you don't know who the OPC Warriors are, they are the Oduduwa People's Congress, OPC, the Odu Warriors. And guess who their leader is? Yes, so your guess is as good as mine, Gani Adams. And that's why when Sunday, well, when he started the whole, the whole fight against injustice with regards to Fulani herdsmen trying to infiltrate into, other people's lands, which is not a problem. But if you are coming to live in peace and dwell with people in harmony, that would not be a problem. But coming to cause atrocities, committing crime, that is now the problem. And guess what? OPC member says, we are ready. We just need a command from our leader, and God will save us. And that's why we all need to pray for Nigeria, especially with this Fulani and this government who are not ready to curtail or make a decisive decision to make sure that there is, unity, peace, and, moving forward in this community and in Nigeria as a whole. Let's get straight into the news and get all the details. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. God bless you. Fulani bandits, we are ready and everywhere. All we need is order from Gani Adams, OPC warrior. A group of some Odu's People's Congress OPC warriors have declared their readiness to flush out criminal Fulani bandits operating in the southwest once their leader, Ara Oni Kakofo of Yoruba land, Gani Adams, Are for Kankafo, Are Ono Kankafo of Yoruba land. Yes, you heard it 3 times, so you can understand what we are saying. The person of Gani Adams himself give them the go-ahead. We are ready to take over because it's about time. One of the warriors who spoke in Yoruba, in a correspondent of Object TV Media, said they are ready for battle with the criminal Fulani bandits once Gani Adams gives them the order. He said they are not afraid of going for battle, as they have been going for battle for the past 28 years. He mentioned some communities where Gani Adams have had some warriors, repeating again that they only follow order from the Kankafo of Yoruba land. We are ready. We see what they are doing, and we are ready at every point and junction in time. Ever since some Fulani herdsmen reside in the forest reserve of Ondo or Oyo, and we are given quick notice by Governor Olurotimi Akeredolu, Sunday Igbaho, the crisis involving Fulani herdsmen in the southwest has been an issue, and that has caused controversies between leaders from the north and the southern part of the country, while leaders from both regions have kicked against the demolition of every Fulani living around the southwest. The criminal ones are allowed to go scot-free. This we cannot allow anymore. There have also been calls from the federal government to effectively put an end to the problem, but the federal government seem not to be bothered about what is happening. We are ready, and once the order is given, we will take on and flush them out of our forest. It is nothing with us to flush it. It will not take us time. All we are waiting for is the command from our leader, because we follow our ranks. My dear, you heard it all. You just heard it all. Yes. Because, like they said, nobody has the monopoly of violence. Nobody. And the fact that Nigerians are quiet, and you can see that the federal government truly and really is aiding this criminal element. Oh, yes, they are. As a matter of fact, the federal government has a special soft spot for this set and is saying nothing about it. Do you know that in Nigeria, in case you don't know, there was a law in 1969 that prohibits open grazing by herdsmen? At that time, it was not as much as this, but the federal government at that time says it is not right for Fulani herdsmen to be roaming around. Even some of the northern governors, the likes of Ganduje, Dollar Man, we refer to him. He made an open confession saying, unless the federal government do something immediately to nip this at the bud, where we are heading It's not good as a nation. This could lead to civil war because of the position of the federal government, who are rather taking sides with those who are killing. My dear, you need to see what is going on. You will feel for the nation. And guess what? They are allowed to go scot-free, carry arms, and nobody is saying a word. It's as though they have a free pass. In Nigeria, it's against the constitution for you to carry arms. If you are carrying it, you must be constituted to be able to carry, like a military personnel, or it's licensed for some particular purposes. That is the only reason in which you can carry arms. But guess what? They go about it with all ease, pass by the policemen, and nobody there says a word to them. Nobody asks them. They carry, when a man has ammunitions with him, what do you think? The tendency to use it will come. Even the temptation to use that arms will definitely come. And when the time comes, what happens? They use it. This is what has become. And guess what? Blood. Once you start spilling blood, it calls for blood. That's what is going on already in Nigeria. And the government is keeping quiet, allowing this to happen. So we need to rise up and say, no, we cannot allow this in our community, in our nation. For we have one place called home. Even if you have dual nationality, for those who are in diaspora, listen, you are first of all a Nigerian, and that is where you call home. Look at what happened recently. A Nigerian all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, came to Edo State from Esako, spent over a month, was on his way to the airport, and was accosted by Fulani herdsmen. What did they do? They took him into the bush. Him and his three brothers. He collapsed on the way, and guess what? They shot him, thinking that probably he will, reveal their whereabouts or what have you. They shot him. Even Nigerians in diaspora has reacted, saying this is not fair. How can it, is there a government in Nigeria? How can this be happening? My dear, it's happening, no? It's happening. That's why we all need to, with one voice and one accord, needs to speak together and don't allow this to happen. Because what they are trying to do to the people of the South is bring about disunity. Wherever you are, you must rise up with one voice and say no to this encroachment of evil. There's nothing wrong if anybody comes to live anywhere. In fact, in Nigeria, Nigerian constitution, any Nigerian can live in any part of the nation, but there is a clause to it. When you come to a place, you must abide by the rules and regulation. You must decide to live at peace with the people. Other than that, you cannot live in that place. But this is happening, my people. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.